Hey guys, it's Darcy Simblr, and welcome back to another episode of Build Newcrest. This is part 7, I believe, and today I am in the bigger neighborhood instead of the store neighborhood. I wanted to try a different neighborhood because I did finish the first neighborhood, and then I have one build so far for the neighborhood that I'm turning into like a little shop area district thing. So this is going to be like, well, I wanted it to be like a middle class type neighborhood, but I ended up going a little overboard on the cost for this. It ended up being 279,839 simoleons, so I guess it's more of a higher end neighborhood, but I guess that's okay. There's just a very large gap in the finances in this entire town, but it's fine. And this house is on my gallery. It is called Makenzie Estate. Just 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, and is on a 40 by 30 lot, and it doesn't have any lot traits because I forgot to give this house lot traits. I did base the design of this house off of an image I found on Google. I believe I looked up colonial houses. I can't exactly remember if it was colonial or Victorian, but it's definitely not a Victorian house. I just can't remember what I looked up because I looked up a bunch of different styles because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with this neighborhood, and so I just googled a lot of architectural styles and found one that I liked. If I can find the image again, I will link it in the description for you guys to see, but it is loosely based on that. I believe I used the same colors and everything, and the front looks pretty much the same as the image I found, but again, it's not exact, and I only had a front view, so that's what I based it on. But this house, like the color and everything, is a little more on the feminine side. So I wanted to try and stay away from that, but I just couldn't really find anything that I felt went well with the exterior of this house. So it took me a little while to find a color palette and everything I wanted to use, but I ended up going with this color that I have right now that's like bluish lavender color, and I really love the way this house turned out. It's probably one of my favorite builds, and I think I've said that before, but this one is definitely my favorite. And here I'm trying to fit in a weird shaped pool, but I ended up just going with, you know, this rectangle pool, and right now I have it at a diagonal. I do change that because I didn't like the way it looked. This house also has a gazebo, like in my vampire house thing manner. Yeah, but I gave this one a slightly different roof because I really did not feel like messing around with it as long as I did for the vampire manor gazebo, and I still wasn't happy with that roof, so this one's just more basic roof. It's just got 2 of the, are they gabled roofs? I don't know, but you know, it's just got 2 roofs and it works, so that is great. And I did block off the backyard, so there's really not a way to get into the backyard unless you go through the house. So if you don't like visitors coming over and going in your backyard, like if you're having a yard sale or something, then, you know, you can just lock your front door and they can't get to the backyard and it'll be fine. And here I'm just mapping out where I want the little gardeny areas to be, and I found it really easier? Is it easier? I don't know, what's helpful, I guess, to use the terrain paint to map out where I want the gardens to be, and then you can go around and touch up the terrain paint once you're finished placing all the plants. And this one I didn't really go with a particular pattern. I just placed random plants in random places. I did try to use, I believe, 3 or 4 different plants. That's what I used on this one, and I just filled in the gaps with these little ivy thing. I don't know what it's called, but that is what I decided to do because it's usually what I do with gardens. Lately I have been doing more patterny type things where it looks all organized, but I wanted to steer clear of that with this one because this is a family home, and like I said, it has 3 bedrooms. 1 bedroom is for decorated for girls, 1's for boys, and then, you know, the master bedroom. And I believe each of the kids' rooms have 2 beds in them. I think one of them has a toddler bed and a normal kid's bed, and then the other one has 2 single beds. I think I used the kids' beds for them too, but they can be, it's decorated so that it can be used for a teenage sim also. You might want to switch the bed out because I don't know if they get uncomfortable from the kid beds that come with the kids stuff pack. So you might want to check that. And I did remember to put lights in this one, so that's good. And then I didn't really know what to do with the gazebo. I didn't want to just put benches, so I decided to put a little chest table and that little globe bar thing that came with yeah, I don't remember. I think I want to say it came with Vintage Glamour. I'm pretty sure that's what it came with. And then I just put a little bench there, you know, so that you know, the kids can just sit there and watch their parents play chess if they want to learn or something. And I did put a little outdoor eating area with a grill. And then I also haven't actually used the movie stuff very much, and I didn't really know what to do with this outdoor area because I didn't want to just put towels there, like they're like just little relaxing in the sun towels, because I usually do that when I don't know what to do, and it's just pointless because it's not useful. So I decided to put this little TV area with some flower petals all about and just some little cushions and stuff. And I did put a toddler chair because there is a toddler well, in my head there is a toddler going to be in this household. But yeah, because one of the, I believe it's the girls' room has a toddler bed in it, and then the other one's just the two kids' bedrooms. So here I'm just planning out the floor plan, and I thought that this was going to be really difficult because usually I'm not great with coming up with floor plans on my own, but this one was actually relatively easy. I also wanted to put these little flower lights in the pool. I thought it was pretty cool, so that's what I did, and you'll see them better in the picture. You just saw them really quick right there, but in the pictures at the end of the video, you'll see the flowers in the pool a little bit better, and they just like float on top of the water. And I don't actually, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to swim through them, but I don't actually know because I didn't test it. Probably should have tested it, and it took me a little while to find what wallpaper I wanted to use for this house, and eventually I decided to go with this like traditional wallpaper that's like kind of like a damask pattern. I believe this is the one I used. I ended up using it throughout the entire house, and I might use that striped wallpaper every now and then as well, but I can't, no, I changed it. Okay, well, yeah, but yeah, I pretty much use this patterned wallpaper for all of the rooms, and I just chose the colors that are more like a subtle pattern because I was going to try the vampire stuff patterned walls, but I didn't really like the way they turned out. And I did make a note of the color palettes I wanted to use for each of the rooms, and to help me a little bit better to plan things, because in The Sims 3 I like to come up with a color palette. I use this website called Color Lovers to come up with a color palette. I'll link it in the description in case you guys want to look up some color palettes for your Sims 3 builds. But anyway, so I did make a note of the color palettes I wanted to use for everything, and for the entire house I mostly wanted to stick with like a light blue and white color, and I believe there may be some pink somewhere. Like I said, this is a very feminine house, so I apologize for that if you have male Sims, but you know, just pretend your wife decorated the house for you. Anyway, and so for the girls' room, I wanted to go with, I think it was gray and pink is what I decided to go with, but I think I ended up using like, it's like a light brown creams and, either pink or purple. I actually can't remember. And I was having a weird problem with these, little, what are they called? Those end tables. I wanted to use like the cream colored table, and whenever I'd go to it, it had this weird texture on it, like the texture was missing or something. I don't know, so I ended up just having to use a white, I believe. It may be opposite. I may have tried to use the white, but I don't remember. Anyway, I tried to use these curtains that came with the Vintage Glamour stuff, but yeah, I just didn't like the colors that came with them. I really wish they'd bring back the color wheel. I miss that so much, but I mean, I guess it does help with time management whenever you're doing speed builds or something. If you don't have to, you know, go through all the colors and decide what you want and make a color palette, it does go a little bit quicker. And I didn't really know what to do with the living room because I had the living area, like the couches and everything, in the middle where the fireplace is. Then I had these two spaces on the two sides of it that I wasn't sure what to do with. So I just stuck in like a window seat where like kids could just, you know, sit there and read or something. Even though there's no bookshelf, but, you know, they can do whatever. They can go into another room, get a book from the bookshelf. It doesn't really matter. And on the other side, I just ended up putting the chess table thing. I don't know. Well, we're already past that part, so it doesn't really matter. And the kitchen is, I guess it's not a huge kitchen for this size of a house. It is a relatively small kitchen. But I did use the counters and stuff that came with the cool kitchen stuff, I believe. Yeah. And this was a weird shaped dining room. I wasn't really sure what to do with it. I didn't even know if a table would fit in there, so I had to resize the bathroom a little bit. But I did want to fit a bathroom in here because there's only 2 bathrooms upstairs, and this is the only one on the main floor. So I did want to definitely have it in here, and there wasn't anywhere else to put it because I had already decorated the rest of the house. So I ended up putting it there. I guess I could have put it in the hallway there and just blocked it off so that you can't just go straight through from the front door to the backyard, but I really like that line of sight, you know, just coming through the front door and there's just stairs and then there's a line of sight to the backyard with the open window door things. So I kind of wanted to keep that. And then here I'm just trying to find something to go under the fireplace so it doesn't look like it's just, you know, plopped there, like it's actually sitting on like a hearth or something. Because I feel like the fireplace actually just look really weird whenever there's no tile or anything under it. So I just use that little stone pattern floor thing. And, you know, bathrooms are bathrooms. I didn't really know what to do with them. I believe this first floor is just a half bath. So I just put a toilet and a sink because I did use a double door for the entrance to that bathroom because I felt like it looked better even with the wall if it was a double door instead of a single one. Well, that was before I resized the bathroom anyway, but you know, I kept it because I really liked it, and so I ended up just doing a half bath. It's just got a toilet and a sink, and then across from the toilet and sink is just a little table with some towels on it, and it's fine. And then yeah, I really hate decorating bathrooms, so I just hate decorating bathrooms, so I try not to put too many of them in my houses, even though this one has 3, but yeah, it's whatever. And yeah, I think this is the girls' room, and I guess I didn't go with pink or purple. I ended up going with this teal color, which I really do like this color, and I think I changed this light. I'm actually not really sure, but I'm pretty sure I changed the light. I don't know. I think whenever I go to the next room, I find a light that I like better. So I just put that in this room as well. And I did put little stuffed animals on their beds because I thought they were really cute. And like, this is going to be for like younger kids and everything. So there's going to be a kid and a toddler in here. And I felt like they'd have a little stuffed animal to sleep with. You know, I personally sleep with a stuffed animal. And I have for a really long time. I don't know why, but I can't sleep without it. So, yeah, that's what I do. The stuffed animal I slept with was the one that my boyfriend gave me the day he asked me out, but it kind of fell apart because I washed it too much and its eyes were falling apart and stuffing was coming out. So he got me a new one for I think either our anniversary or Valentine's Day or something. So that's what I use it now, and it's like really big and I use it as a pillow. So technically it's not like I'm sleeping with a stuffed animal anymore, even though I am, and my sister makes fun of me, but it's fine. You know, I'm 27, I sleep with a stuffed animal. I don't care, it's fine. And they actually have names. But I don't actually remember this one's name, but the other one's name was Esteban, and I loved him. But he broke, and I still have him, but, you know, he's just stuffed in a corner somewhere, melting, pretty much. And, yeah, I didn't want to just put, kids' pictures on the walls in this room, because it is meant to be shared for, like, one of the kids would be, like, a younger kid, and the other one could possibly be a teenager, so I have a computer in here, and I didn't make it too kid heavy in that room, and so yeah, that's what I did in there. And now we are moving on to the what is this room? Master bedroom? Yeah, I had no idea what to do with this room. It was massive, and I guess I could have put a little sitting area off to one side, but you know, I just put a little vanity and dresser on the other side, and this room has 3 dressers, which I mean in The Sims isn't really practical at all. But it looks nice, so that's great, right? Yeah. And I used the curtains from the movie stuff, just made them the white color swatch because I really like them and they're really pretty, so I used them. And I wanted to use this shelf that I can't remember what it came with, but I wanted to use it so bad and I just couldn't fit it in anywhere, so I didn't end up using it, which made me sad, but you know, it is what it is. I can always use it in a future build, probably, maybe. I don't know if I can remember. I probably won't, actually. But, yeah, I believe we're almost done. Yeah, I'm just, putting in the curtains and everything, and it's gonna be great. And I like, for, like, bigger bathrooms and stuff, I like to have this, like, clawfoot tub, like, a little bit in front of the window, pulled forward. Like, it's not up against a wall or anything. It's just, like, freestanding in the middle of the bathroom, I guess. But yeah, we're at the screenshots now, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. It really lets me know that you guys like these types of videos. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!